is raar.
Hello, I'm Bouwe from the Eems from the Pestalozzi Trust, and today I've had a meeting. I've met Gustavo Borges from Brazil. He's a homeschooling leader from Brazil that attended a conference here in Cape Town. As you can see, the most beautiful city in the world.
Yeah. It looks like.
And we're going to ask him some questions about home education in Brazil. Gustavo, tell us a bit. How many homeschoolers are there? Is it a growing movement? What's happening there?
Yeah, for sure. It's a pleasure for me to be here, to be spending this afternoon with you and your wife and getting to know this beautiful city. I'm not so sure if it's the most beautiful in the world, but if not the first one, is the second for sure. Well, we are a brand new community in homeschooling over there in Brazil. Even though there are people homeschooling from more than 10 years, it's getting momentum right now. So probably we are around 30,000 kids being homeschooled at this moment over there in Brazil. I have 4 and we are homeschooling all of them over there.
That sounds fantastic. Now, I understand there's been a very important court case in 2016. Can you tell us what happened in that court case?
Yeah, well, in 2016, what we had was a court case that at the end gave us they were judged if it was constitutional or not to homeschool a kid based on our constitution. And they realized that yes, it is constitutional, so we can homeschool our kids there. But they said that the government must create a law to regulate it. So it is not that you can do it because it's not written in the constitution. Families can home educate their kids, but they understood reading the law that we are allowed to do it. But since 2016, we are waiting this law to regulate it, and last April, this law passed on the first chamber, the Chamber of Representatives that we have there in Brazil, and the law is now on the Senate. The senators are discussing if they are going to vote it this year or next year. It became a very political thing as our president is for homeschool and the former president was not. So we are going to get election in 2 weeks over there in Brazil. So they are kind of waiting for the results of this election just to keep moving on. Meanwhile, the movement is growing. Lots of families are getting into this movement. They are interested in homeschool their kids. We have lots of Christians, evangelicals in this, but we also have Catholics and people that are not connected to a specific religion. They are homeschooling their kids. COVID helped a lot. We had the chance to be close to our kids while they were learning online due to 2020, 2021. So lots of families decided that it's easier or better for them, for their kids, if they take over the responsibility of raise their kids with their own mindset, their own worldview. So what happened was a great growing of the homeschool movement there, and we just got this first expo, Homeschool Brazil, 2 weeks ago. I was there, I was part of the team. I was not the leader. Our leader, Carlos Vinicius, he is in this since, I guess, 2016, because he always tells me about that case. I got into this world in 2019, but we were there with a group of 20 people organizing an expo that received 1,500 people in 3 days of seminars, conferences, exhibits. It was amazing. Lots of kids playing around, lots of stories being shared. People realizing that we Brazilians, we do homeschool our kids. We do it because it was unimaginable a few years ago to have a big group of families that are really interested in their kids' education. in such a way that they give up to other things that they do, like working or having the wife working, the husband working outside of home just to pay private school for their kids. No, they are now not paying private school, they are teaching themselves. So this is what is happening there.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that things are happening there, and I think everybody hopes that the legislators will make the right decisions, and I'm sure you will be able to count on the support of the international community, including the South African homeschooling community. And I think it's important that homeschooling grows and is acknowledged by Brazil, because it's a big country. It's one of the BRICS countries. So hopefully the other BRICS countries will listen. So thank you very much for your feedback.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you.